EastEnders Christmas 2023 Murder, Who Dies? EastEnders began its 2023 Christmas special 10 months early with a shocking murder mystery storyline. Stacey Slater, Suki Kaur Panesar, Linda Carter, Sharon Watts, Denise Fox and Kathy Beale have become the 6 suspects in a whodunit which began to unfold in a flash-forward episode which aired on Monday the 20th of February. Fans of the BBC soap saw the 6 women in the Queen Vic pub at Christmas time looking down at a dead body on the floor. Sharon, played by Letitia Dean, is wearing a wedding dress stained with blood and all the other characters are dressed up for a party as the strains of EastEnders Christmas #1 Stay Another Day plays in the background. Sharon kneels down and lifts up the wrist of the man, wearing distinctive amber cufflinks, and feels his pulse, before announcing, "He's dead." EastEnders fans must now wait all year to find out who is dead, and who did it. Kelly Bright, who plays pub landlady Linda Carter, told This Morning that even the cast don't yet know who the murderer or the victim is. She said, "They actually made Ish film it 2 ways. We had a he's dead and a she's dead. So it was only when I watched it last night that I knew it was a man." Double quote. Bright added, "And I only just realized it must be one of us. One of us did it." Double quote. The soap star admitted she thinks there will be a lot of red herrings in the soap throughout the year. In the teaser, Stacey, Lacey Turner, is shown to have blood on her hands and Denise, Diane Parrish, is holding a broken champagne bottle as all 6 women stand around the murder scene. The flash-forward began in the current time with all 6 suspects having a lock-in at the pub and talking about the men in their life. Before Sharon ominously raises a toast, to men, "May they get what they deserve." Double quote. So with the 6 suspects already identified, we have tried to find out who the victim is. We know he is male. There were 8 men mentioned in the episode before the flash-forward, making them the most likely possible victims. Here is a rundown of who the dead body could be. Nish, played by Navin Chowdhury, is the estranged husband of Suki, Balvinder Sopal. He recently arrived in Albert Square following a 20-year stretch in prison for murder. Nish is determined to rebuild his relationship with Suki, despite mentally abusing and controlling her during their marriage. The ex-con dresses smartly and could quite likely own a pair of amber cufflinks. In the flash-forward, Kathy turns and looks at Suki when she sees the body. Could that be a clue? Jack Branning, played by Scott Maslin, has links to several of the suspects. He has been in a relationship with Denise and Sharon in the past. He has recently clashed with Stacey when he tried to persuade her 12-year-old daughter Lily to have an abortion, after she fell pregnant by his son Ricky Jr. Like Nish, Jack is another snappy dresser, and it's Stacey with blood all over her hands. Dean hasn't been seen in Albert Square since 2016. He raped Linda and fled the country after being acquitted of the crime. During the lock-in, Linda looks horrified when she is confronted by a picture of Dean. He also has a difficult history with Stacey after spiking her drink. Before the flash-forward, Kathy made a point of assuring Linda that if he ever set foot back in Walford there would be an army waiting to protect her from him. Stacey's ex Ryan just returned to Walford for the first time in 7 years only to seemingly walk out again. When he asked to have their daughter Lily to spend Christmas, Stacey admitted she's quite like to kill him. It might have seemed like a flippant remark at the time, but she literally has blood on her hands. Keanu has already broken Sharon's heart. Is he the man she's set to marry in that dress? And could more heartbreak mean he's the dead body on the floor? If he is the victim, Keanu has also been close to Kathy and Linda in the past, so he might have upset one of the other suspects. Ravi is Suki's son, an ex-con and a former cellmate to Phil Mitchell. He killed his adoptive father Ranveer but let his mother believe it was her who struck the fatal blow. Her beloved son Kirat ended up taking the blame for Ranveer's murder. If Suki learns the truth, it could be enough for her to turn on him. He also turned down Denise when she made a drunken pass at him. There is still a whole year ahead for the relationship to develop. Rocky has been in a relationship with Kathy and is one the man discusses during the lock-in. And he's also another character who would look good in those cufflinks. Shady Phil Mitchell has been married to Kathy and had an on-off affair with Sharon. He has already survived being shot, making him the subject of EastEnders' previous infamous whodunnit Who Shot Phil. He has been in the soap for 32 years. Could he finally be getting killed off?